Welcome to Quaker TV for today's National League North game between Darlington and Blyth Spartans. The Quakers welcome Alan Armstrong's former side to Blackwell Meadows for this, their final home game of the year, looking to add to the first home point that they picked up on Boxing Day with their first home win today. Armstrong rings the changes, as you would expect for a second game in 3 days, as Darlo look to make it a third consecutive victory over the Spartans after doing the double over them in the league last year. On our commentary team today is a man who's worn both shirts in this fixture. And joining Stuart Armstrong today for all the action is Brown.
Meaty tackle there from Pertham.
I don't know whether you've had much chance to see Will Hatfield.
I have, yeah. I was at the Walsall game last year and watched him. And obviously I've seen snippets on the highlights and whatnot.
Great player. Hasn't quite hit the same heights this year. Had a couple of injuries, but last year he swept the board with all the awards.
Yeah, I know.
He's on the ball now, actually, 30 yards out, trying to play a little give and go with O'Neill. O'Neill drops it to Sousa. Sousa gets Darlington's first shot of the day away, just drags it wide a little bit.
No, I think he's just slipped at the end. He's trying to buy a foul.
Sousa to Atkinson, and then Sousa gets the return. O'Neill's popped up wide. Plays the ball back inside to Sousa. Sousa's up against the last man, comes inside, shoots. Wasn't far away.
Yeah, I think he's gone for power over precision there.
Worked his way into the box nice, just dropped his shoulder, didn't he? And
I think the Blyth defender was expecting the little slide ball. Yeah, he's chopped inside.
Blyth had started that first few minutes with a couple of corners and a bit of good possession, hadn't they, with Darlington in the last 4 or 5 minutes, maybe just starting to get hold of it a little bit.
Foothold in it, yeah.
Ball's played forward by Story to Sousa again, who's popping up in some space, running at the Blyth defence, gets to the edge of the box, he shoots.
There's a goal.
You called that one, Gary?
Yep.
Slid it into the goalkeeper's right.
Just learned from his lesson previous. That's a great finish. Just passed it into the net.
Passed it into the net. There's the first goal for the Quakers. Sousa had 10-20 yards to run into, didn't he? And then as the defender backed off a little bit, he just inside of the foot into the bottom corner.
Yeah, you can see the Blyth defence there after he's taken them on a few times. They're going to be very wary about him this afternoon, and if they keep doing that, it could be a long afternoon for them. Like I say, they give him far too much room there, and all credit to him. It's a great dribble and a great finish.
Darren Holloway's down there in the dugout encouraging. Keep going. Story plays one forward looking for O'Neill, and O'Neill chests it down into the path of Sousa. Good number 9 play. Wide to Campbell. Campbell's got Watson outside if he wants him, but he comes inside as the shot.
Tell you what, that was closer than what the keeper thinks. I think.
Brendan Pearson, the goalkeeper there, is very...
He was more confident than that was.
He was very confident there, but it didn't look as if it was too far away. Keeps it in. Makes it over the halfway line. Sees the potential to find Rivers, which he does nicely. Rivers, nice move, and then a nice ball from Atkinson. Comes back to Sousa, left-footed. O'Neill wins the header, comes to Campbell. Campbell's got all the time in the world there. Slides it into the bottom corner.
I think he was shocked himself at how much time he had there. It's a great... who's dropped the knockdown? Is it Tyrone
O'Neill, yeah.
Good cross, great knockdown, and toe poke finish.
Yeah, just said that O'Neill had made a good start playing that number 9 role today, and he rose highest to win the header, just dropped into Campbell's path, but then Campbell had so much space, didn't he?
Yeah. It's usually harder when you've got all the time in the world than it is when you've got to take your shot off early.
So Eriko Sousa didn't last long as the joint top scorer, because Adam Campbell's just got his 6th of the season.
Look at the room.
I mean, he takes a little touch there, and I mean, he could have...
He shouldn't be able to take a touch in the 6-yard box, more or less.
He could have put butter and jam on that one, couldn't he, before he put that one
just
in?
Just about.
So Darlington 2 goals to the good. Chance for Blyth to pull something back here. Been under pressure this last 10 minutes or so, but he's a chance for a set piece. Good delivery all the way across. Minter's forced into a great save, and the return flag's gone up far side. You're right.
Save.
Good save, Minter, but a free header.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I think it's a great ball into the box.
Second ball's going to be recycled here by Wheatley, who sees Campbell and then turns it round the corner to O'Neill, and that's a strong challenge, needed to be. Rivers is then pushed over for a free kick in pretty good shooting area.
Who's on these nowadays? Looks like Joe Wheatley territory. Is he still allowed them or not?
Well, it's been McMahon for much of this season, but he's not on. Very central position for this free kick, but Hatfield looks like he fancies it. Takes the shot, gets it round the wall, and Pearson pushes it away. Sousa's going to get on the rebound. It's forced wide though, so has to start again. But then he comes in inside a couple of challenges. Hatfield has another shot, and the ball bobbles off a couple of shins, and then it's hooked clear. Blackett does well with his back to goal there and turns the ball back inside. Story has to recover his position. Then there's an overlap here for Blyth inside the box. Story and Atkinson between them do enough though to stop Connor Thompson as he burst into the box there.
And it makes total sense when you think about it, because he's like you say, he's competitive, he's a good tackler.
Here's Sousa having a run in at his man again, gets a nice looking
Great
cross
ball.
all the way across, and it's a diving header clear. Hatfield picks up the second ball though and gives it to Atkinson. Atkinson back to Sousa. Sousa again gives Atkinson the return, and Atkinson lifts his head, decides what he wants to do, plays the ball across to the back stick. Took a little touch off a defender, but Campbell keeps it in play, rolls it back to Watson. Watson takes the first touch on his left and then slides it to Hatfield. Hatfield sees O'Neill offering feet. Nice little flick to Sousa.
Oh, unlucky.
Rivers is going to get on the end of it.
Goal.
Oh, and he
Great
slid it
goal.
in. Beautiful finish. Low drive from Jarrett
Great
Rivers
goal.
into the goal, into the back of the net, and Pearson nowhere near.
Tyrone, great double movement on the edge of the box there in the build-up, if you watch. Just makes himself a load of space and a clever touch to Sousa. And like I say, I think the initial ball was meant for Tyrone to go again, and Rivers has dived on it. Great finish.
I think we both thought the same when he played the
Yeah,
ball.
yeah,
It was a bit too much on, but
yeah.
Rivers got on it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think, like you say, I think it was meant for Tyrone initially.
So go on this one there.
Great
Nice little back.
awareness. Yeah, good finish.
Lovely finish past the goalkeeper. Even Sousa puts his head in his hands, doesn't he? Because I think he's put too much on it.
yeah,
And then he's
yeah.
like, oh, hang on, that was a good ball. Actually, that's what I meant to do.
He'll tell you later that's an assist.
So Darlington 3 up here in the opening half hour. Sousa, Campbell and Rivers the goal scorers. But again, O'Neill not on the score sheet, but he's looking the business up there, I think.
Oh yeah, he's causing carnage. Carnage. Everything changes, especially with teams around you if they dropping points as well.
Ball's played and Blackett's got a chance to get there ahead of Reid. Reid's blindside a little bit. Blackett pulls it back. It's dummied on the edge. Chance going to be a chance for the shot here. Great block from Story.
Oh, great defending.
Saved his team there, Alex
Good
Story.
defending. Yeah, it's I think there's a little bit concentration dropped on the goal kick, and it's invited them on.
Ball comes into the box. A couple of Blyth players get across the front of the goalkeeper and
Stand up.
still in there. Good challenge there.
So,
Campbell drops it off and he's a chance for Darlington to counter, and
Joe
Wheatley's
breaking.
bursting through the middle. So's Campbell. Campbell's
That's a
got in
great
between the two
ball.
defenders. I think he's going to get on the end of that one. Campbell comes inside the challenge, takes the shot.
oh,
Just dragged it wide a little, or
Great
just dragged
play,
it inside the
great
front
play.
post a little bit, didn't he? What a counter-attack though.
oh, very good football that. Very good.
He's just on the edge of the box central at the moment.
Get out of there.
Watson's first touch is good, pops him into space, gets the return off Campbell. Lovely pass and move this
Good
from
play.
Darlington. I don't know how many passes this is, but it's come to Hatfield. Hatfield to Wheatley. Wheatley wide to Atkinson. Atkinson back to Rivers. Darlington patient in possession. Moving it around. Sousa comes short to collect and finds Campbell. Darlington still passing the ball around here. It's with Wheatley. Now it's Campbell. Now it's gone wide to Atkinson.
Oh, great. It's a good strike as well, to be fair. It's not a bad strike.
Minter takes the free kick, plays it wide, and it's headed forward by Charlton. Ball's wide. Black has got a chance here if he can get there. Minter's
save.
saved it with his left leg. The shot's come back in on the rebound. Good goalkeeping by Minter. There was a little open and back post, but he did well to cover it with his left leg. Blyth asking a couple of questions in this last few minutes, trying to play their way back into the game. Wheatley's found some space and drives into it, and then
that's
takes
a foul.
the free
There was
kick.
nobody
and
coming out of them there neither, was there?
no, I think that might be the first yellow of the day, might it? Heslop sliding in. He'd be
Booking points.
it'd be fortunate if he'd escaped that one without a yellow. He saw Wheatley
Yeah,
bursting
yeah.
into space and he made sure
Just
he was
about
taking
to
him.
pull the trigger as well. I think Joe might fancy this himself.
So this must be 26, 27 yards from goal. Wheatley stands over it.
Reverse this.
4 men in the wall. Wheatley shoots. Good
Ooh.
save, good hands from Pearson. Did well, good
Yeah.
good effort from Wheatley. He's stripped and ready to go. Ball played forward. Hatfield wins the header and sees Rivers ahead of him, so finds Rivers. Rivers takes a little touch inside and then finds Watson. Watson looking for Campbell but couldn't pull it off. Ball played forward, which Reid has he's taking the touch on that into his own box. That's a mistake from Reid. Minter's had to make a good
Great
save there
Great save.
as well. Hatfield comes to Maguire. Maguire inside a couple of challenges. He played.
He'd be keen to get a goal, won't he?
Yeah, he looked looked decent, I thought, against Spenny Moore. Ball's with Campbell. Finds O'Neill, pushes him wide a little bit though. He's got Atkinson giving him one option, and he's got Rivers another. He chooses Rivers. Rivers gives the ball back to O'Neill. O'Neill does well to keep that in there. O'Neill wide, and Darlington moving into the box. Here's O'Neill into the box with a chance to shoot. He turns inside, takes the shot.
Goal.
Lovely finish from Tyrone O'Neill, and you've got to say he's deserved that today, hasn't he?
He has, definitely. Pleased to see him get on the sheet. Like you say, his performance has had everything barring a goal.
Absolutely no doubt that this is his best performance on the return. I think he might have took a deflection, but what I like about that is he's
Ricochet.
Ricochet. He's worked hard wide, hasn't he? In the first place.
He has. Great, like you say, great slick football again. 1 touch, 2 touch. Great reversal.
Field back to Reid. Reid plays the ball down the right hand side.
I don't think it was meant to go there.
There's a runner on though.
Here we go.
Rivers has got space ahead of him. He finds Maguire. Flag stays down. Maguire finishes it. Maguire gets his goal. Slides it past Pearson at the far corner. That's the 5th. Maguire just gets his 3rd of the season. It was on the shoulder of the last defender, wasn't it? Whether he was just going to be on or off, but the flag stayed down, and from that point you started to fancy him, didn't you?
Yeah, very good finish. It's not very often he misses them sorts of opportunities.
Yeah, he looks, I think he looks on. Yeah. And just slides it on the back corner.
I think the right back's just played him on.
Yeah, the right back wasn't in. The right back wasn't in the shot, was he, at first?
No.
Back underway. It's 5 different goal scorers for the Quakers, spreading them around, and I'm sure Alan Armstrong's delighted with what he's seen. Ball cleared long, closed down, and O'Neill's still working hard. He's created this chance for himself. He's got the return. It's actually Rivers played inside, comes to Hudson, far post, gets it goal bound, but Pearson gets it clear. Then O'Neill gets the lob, but Tyrone O'Neill. Beautiful, beautiful lob from O'Neill on the second ball there. Hudson had the first chance, which the goalkeeper cleared, but when it returned to O'Neill,
good strength by Ty just to get his back in and stop the defender getting anywhere near it, and then to do that, very impressive.
Tyrone O'Neill gets his 2nd of the game, 2nd of the season for the Quakers.
Once he just gets his body in just to take the defender out of it, very good strength, and that's super impressive.
I think he's given Alan Armstrong a real nice headache today, because he's not had a run in that centre forward spot yet, but today I think he's really staked a claim. He's been outstanding.
Yeah, I think he's probably been man the match. Yeah. Man the match for me. Like you say, it's obviously I don't know what you can see on the TV, but when you see the full pitch, the work he's done off the ball's been ever so impressive as well.
Watson plays it across. It's headed clear.
It should be that.
20 seconds or so to go. Don't think anyone's in any big urgency to keep going, so there's the referee. Mr. Marshall blows his full-time whistle, and the score here at Blackwell Meadows is Darlington 6, Blyth Spartans 0. Really impressive performance, and a pretty decent game of football.
Yeah, like you say, after the first 5 minutes there was only ever going to be one team winning the game, and to be honest I'm not surprised at the scoreline neither. Credit to Blyth, I suppose. They kept plugging away with effort and all the rest of it, and like I say, on the day Darlington just had too much quality.
So, as I mentioned before, I'll just say it one more time. You know, Darlington are going to end up flying up the league a few places here.